All right, we're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Monday, December 15th, 2025, and this is the Indoor Farmer, episode 214. I am your host, Waylon, the Indoor Farmer, and we're a little bit late today. Had a little bit of a fever at the school, so I had to go pick up our boy. Had to pick him up. So he's home now with a little fever, chilling on the couch. So we got some time now to do the show and don't have to worry about when the bus gets here. Anyway, we'll be right back, guys. Let me play this intro so I can get some tags and shares out there. If you could help me out with that, I do appreciate it. If you watch the show later on, hit the comments. Tell me what you think. We'll be right back in 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Let's grow.
In a cozy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his mic. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Tuesdays for the reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, with this podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the scene. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon the Indoor Farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cozy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright.
Named Waylon. That's me. Waylon, the Indoor Farmer. Nice to meet you. Oh, Why are we sitting like that? Interesting. Got a little shot of Miss Limone there. What's this? Okay. Oh, I see. My other camera point, it must have fell down. Interesting. I probably did the beginning of the show like that. Oh well. We're back. Oh, you know what? I did hit some buttons. That might have been it. We're back, guys. It is Monday. It's been a Monday. It's been one of those weird Mondays. I was supposed to have jury duty this morning, and I called this morning, and they said I don't have to show up. Okay. Never had jury duty. Actually, like, this is like the closest I've ever come. So I really thought I was having jury duty. I was like, okay, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna try and remember something from this crazy experience to maybe have a fun story or something. And then now it turns out the story is that there is no story. Then I had my show planned like normal. I was about to go live like 5 or 10 minutes before, and I got a call. Got the call. Dun, dun, dun. They said, you have to come pick up your son immediately. He has a fever. No problem. I'll be right there. Okay, so I went there and got him. He's not bad. He's doing all right. We're gonna hook him up with all the things and get him feeling better. But he's actually, in pretty good spirits. So he's chilling. He's hanging out, watching some TV and playing on the Nintendo Switch. They're not too sick if they can do that. So anyway, he's here and we're back. We're here. We're about 25 minutes late, but normally 1 o'clock Central Time. But today it's almost 1:30 now. I got a bunch of good stuff to show you guys. I'm not restricted on time now, which is good. Of course, we want to get up there and check on him at some point, but yes, this is a late start. Yep, I think I just covered all that. That's what they tell you. They will call if they need you. That's what they tell you. You mean like he'll tell me if he needs something? I think he would. Yeah, he's pretty good about that. What's up, everybody? All right, a little slow start on a Monday, but you know what? We still get her started. We still get her done. I've got a bunch of things. Let me pull it up here. All the things. Boom. All right. I had something else I was going to talk about, but I'm just kind of all thrown off today from that. But that's it's not a big deal. All right, let's share it in. Share in some music and share in some pictures. We've got our co-host Mr. Sprout hanging out with us, and we've got some seeds that we planted from the same little tray of seeds. More of them keep popping. I think there was actually, you know what? I forgot. There was actually some other seeds popped here, but maybe I'll let those go a little bit longer. We'll see that here in a minute. All right. Before we get started, I guess we should congratulate Bean and thanks to Bean and Kat for playing the game last night or yesterday, Indoor Farmer Game Night all day. Round 2 of the Christmas edition of What's the Difference went well, and Mr. Bean Dongo ended up winning overall. Congrats to all the winners. I do have to get some of these prizes taken care of still. I might try and do that a little bit on today's episode at the end. What else? Any other housekeeping? Yeah, congrats, and don't forget to get in on the this wonderful giveaway that I'm doing. $150 going to somebody who is participating in the game night, which is sending in pictures of your Christmas decorations. 2 different pictures of from the exact same spot, but the reason they're different is that you make 5 changes, either adding something, taking something away, or moving something around within the picture. So you can do almost anything. You can be creative about it, and you can showcase your Christmas decorations at the same time. You have very little time to do. Like, I think we're going to go through the last Sunday of the month, and then I'll put together a wheel after the four game nights that we have with that game style. So we're going to get to that at the end of the month, and somebody's going to be happy to recoup a little bit of the holiday expenditure. You know what I mean? All right, let's pull up pictures. And the music. I got some new tunes. Let me know if it's too loud. I think it's all right. Okay, exciting. Look at this. So we're now 1 week after I found out, thanks to Cullen, talking about how we only need like 8 hours of light indoors for vegetables. Even most fruiting plants don't need that much more. So actually, I think I have them set right now to 10 hours of light. They were sitting at 18 hours for over like the last year. So I've actually been giving way too much light to my indoor plants, cannabis excluded. So what is interesting about this picture though is after 1 week of reduced light, but still a little bit more light than they require, 10 hours. This green onion, and I ended up seeing more of them, like fold over. I don't know. I wonder if the extra light made the green onions way too big, and also you could see how it kind of took away some of the green. They don't really look green as much. These speckles and spots and stuff. And then there's another bent one right there. I feel like maybe they got too big for their britches, and then now they have less light, and then now they fell over. I don't know. They should have enough water. I watered them not too long ago. Let's see what James is saying. I'm harvesting seeds. Okay. Waiting my organic seeds catalog to get here. Nice. Son has a high fever. Been sick 3 days now. Wow. They say a lot of them are coming around at the at school. They said a lot of fevers were happening. Rose says, I'm getting my tree this week. We'll send pictures. Very nice. For Christmas, yes. Yeah, because we're going to need some. I only have one, right as of right now, I have one for next week, and I'm thinking of doing a second one from my own decorations. I have some other ideas, too. We'll see. Rose, you're doing a grow-off next month. We're going to grow in a gallon bubble bucket. Should be interesting. Huh. Interesting. Hey, Joe. WTIF for old stoners. Nice. New one. Yes, I like that. Keep them coming, guys. Tell me what you're working on. Are you fully like plant free in the wintertime? Do you like work on any space indoors? Do you have anything anywhere inside that you can still do projects, things like that in the wintertime? All right, next picture. So here's the bull's blood beets. They're uncovered a little bit, so I think maybe they can get more light now. Someone also said they need some like very nutrient dense soil or something else that I can't remember what they said, but it takes quite a bit of time, and something about the soil, but this soil has a lot of good stuff in it. I don't see why it would be any problem. We'll see. And of course, this is the house plant that I have, looking pretty good. I might have to transplant it pretty soon. Thanks again to James. It's like it's getting big and luscious. A luscious house plant. Threw away some apples. Been sitting on these apples for quite a while, and they still didn't have any, like they weren't molded or anything, but that's just because of all the preservatives. Like I knew these had to be bad. There's no way. The amount of time I had them sitting on my counter, I was like, nah, I'm gonna throw these away. So I'm gonna bury them in my little bin over here. This bin is supposed to be for potatoes, and I'd love to start growing potatoes. I have some purple potatoes that I think are still good. They're kind of shriveled up and dried out, but usually that's okay for potatoes. I just need to get some light above this. I keep bitching about it, but at the same time, I don't have a good solution yet. I don't have a good solution. Hey, Peter, just did my first clone of the Leatherface from Uncle Rick's Genetics. Oh, nice. Just one? Did you clone a few to try to make sure it took? I use this handy little cup to grab a little water when I need it. The mint is kind of coming back. Like it was sort of dormant for a while, but now I can see some pretty good growth on it. And then this broccoli is just insane. I think it must like the new light cycle. I don't know. So I'm wearing my new device for my hands-free recording. I could probably tilt the camera down just a little bit more in this shot, but that's okay. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. Felt pretty fancy, although if you could see me doing it, it looks pretty funny on my head. And bury this. I mean, I could cut them up and stuff like that, but I'm not too worried about it. I got plenty of spaces in the table that I can kind of rotate around to and bury some compost here, bury some compost there, and kind of spread it around.
That's weird.
That was weird. Well, like a box just must have been moving the table enough that box fell over. Bunch of rocks that I have in here from a fish aquarium that I had. Just bury it up. Bury all the food. I hope there's some worms in there. I'm gonna have to probably dig up some worms throughout the rest of the table and put them in there. Because they can go in there backwards, but I don't know if they're going to like get in there that easily, you know. So I might need to just sort of artificially, and that won't be hard. I'm not gonna like literally search for worms. All I gotta do is dig a hole and then somewhere in the rest of the table to the bottom, that nice dark rich like moist soil at the bottom, and there's a bunch of worms. You're gonna see that here shortly. Little tiny baby. Limp Onion, that kind of sounds like a good, like a band name, or maybe like the name of a song or something, like maybe an album. Limp Onion, you know what I mean? Grabbing some dry crispy leaves off of the old broccoli. Snap. And a little pile of broccoli for the bin. My original plan was to water that black bin over there. Like I do put water in it, but I thought if I water it if I put compost in that bin and constantly am burying more compost in that same bin, and that's where a concentration of the conversion is happening. The worms are eating the food, turning it into worm castings. Then if I keep flooding, or not flooding, but like flushing through that bin, putting water in that bin, it should push the compost and the worm castings down through the bin into the table, and like just distribute it like that. But it doesn't end up working that way, because you kind of need to rotate around in order to find places where the worms have already done their job. And and there's a bunch of like open space for more compost and more food. I got to find those spots every now and then. Like I'll shift around to the different corners. Like probably all 4 corners really are good spots for that. A little digging up, looking for, okay, is it full of food in here? No. Okay, then it should be good to add more compost. Here we go. You can see some worms in this. You might not see it very quick. It's pretty quick. You got to be so like right around where my mouse is. Yeah, there's some worms right in there, and that's just me scraping up the dirt a little bit with a paper towel roll. So there's a lot of worms in there, I think. I feel like the table is packed with squiggly goodness. Squiggly goodness. Peter says just one. Wow. I grew for sell. It's my first attempt at cloning. I grow for for self. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my phone from too far away. I grow for self. I was like, whoa, Peter, don't be talking about growing for sell. Anyway, I'm growing some like these are some award-winning broccoli plants. I'm kidding. They're these monster broccolis, man. Check out the broccoli trees I'm growing. We grow trees down here in the McAfee's Live Market. Speaking of trees, there's my Miss Limon right there, and we're doing a little. So my light cycle shuts off a little bit after this video. So I was spraying, doing a little foliar spray of some Prime Superior. Once I run out of Prime Superior, though, I think I'm going to move to Pure Crop 1. I think is a pretty good one. So a few peppers growing on these gnarly looking pepper plants. They look looks like a bonsai pepper plant. Man, I need a little bong toke after all that excitement. Late show, you know, I'm getting anxiety because the show's late, but at the same time, it wasn't like it was my fault and there was nothing else I could really do about it other than go pick up my son, you know. So I don't feel that bad. Like I feel a lot worse when it's like some last minute technical glitch that I got to try and fix, or you know, like some other thing that was my fault. So not too bad, but it's still a little bit, you know, still a little bit anxious for getting going. I like to be consistent, you know. I like to do the show on time when I schedule it. That way people out there who actually like to catch it, there's what, 15 of you in the house. Thank you all for coming, chilling on a Monday. It's about half of what I get on a game night, although I was just complaining most of the game night yesterday. Not really. I hate to say that. I hate to diminish my own discussion because I really had some important things to talk about yesterday. I think we're going to have to change up game night a little bit. I honestly I don't see myself really sticking to a specific sort of giveaway program my whole life. Like I'm going to change it up and I'm going to add things, take things away. I'm gonna do different stuff. I like variety. So more or less, you just have to know that supporting me and subscribing to me, you're more than likely gonna get something out of it. Not that there's no contracted exchange of prizes, but more than likely, it's always going to be of high value. So I realized I didn't have a riser on, and Miss Limon was sitting right there on the concrete. Look at that. I don't even remember when I gave her water. So, oh yeah, by the way, there's 2 spiders in there. There's one down here and there's one up here. That's good news. I'm cool with that. You can chill down there, you guys. I'll try to keep you out of harm's way. There's a little riser for you. You can walk all the way under now. You're going to love it. You're going to love it in there. Because Limon's got she's got some spider webs on it. It's like it's a lemon tree with spiders. Family first, right, James? Hell yeah, brother. I knew people would understand, but it's still just something that was like, I'm past time, But it wasn't nearly as bad as if it's something else I caused. But yeah, there's Miss Limon. It's my open space now. I'm liking it. But the thing is, this aquaponics system is literally right next to my computer and printer and TV and all this stuff that's right like around me for my podcast. So I would like to not have it all next to that. You got water running, and plus you have like electronics or the electrical for the water. I'd like to be able to separate that out a little bit too. The what do you call that? The power strip. Get it further away from the water. Oh yeah, give her a little drink. Yeah, give her a little drink. You have TBI, Peter, and memory issues. I need reminders. Yeah. I mean, I think we all do, but yeah, definitely if you have a legitimate issue, I think most people have brain farts though, and little memory mishaps, but that's another reason I do it. I try to stick to a schedule, so it's like, hey, nobody has to remember anything. I put the schedule right there, pinned at the top of the page. Here we go. Now you can see how much water I have to add by looking down here where I'm about to zoom at the bottom where the water is falling. You can see that space between the water and the spout. And so I just fill it up to there. I need to go to the Fish Geek. It's a local store, and I need to get more of this white bottle of Equilibrium. It adds trace minerals into the water. Okay, so we've got some seeds that are molding. So I didn't. I knew I had some peroxide somewhere, and I didn't spray them with peroxide, which I should have. But I went and found my peroxide. It was in my garage because I was doing a bud wash out there. So the peroxide was frozen, a block of peroxide. I didn't know that peroxide could freeze. You think of it like alcohol, but it's not, obviously. So anyway, I got peroxide, but what I did here is I just sprayed some Prime Superior all over these, which is good for the roots. It's good. It's an inoculant. It's good for the seeds and the roots too. But it also is supposed to deter mold. So I hope that fixed that. But then over here, these tomato plants, the white seeds, the miniature tomatoes, those popped, 2 of them. And then this popped here too, but I didn't pull it out, so I left it in there. But I did grow, or did pot these, I guess, to my headlamp set. See that box there on the counter? I'm going to be trying that soon. I'm going to record it though, because I don't want it to be a bad situation, but it could be pretty funny watching me try it for the first time, blowing the water through my nose, sucking it out the other side. Anyway, that could be fun. Hey Diane. Hey Kyle. Your plants died. I had to start over, new soil and all. Oh no. What type of soil is it that you are using? So this is after this isn't after I sprayed them. that. So, hey, there's the dice. Yeah, I just sprayed them a little bit. Yeah, I can't wait to try that electronic neti pot thing. It's called a nasal fresh. Nasal fresh. Might be just incredible. Might be a game changer. Might be hooking myself up to that every day. Like just like power washing my nose every day. Hey Chris, what's up? Come on in. Let's light it up. Let's run it up. Let's get that Rumble rocking. I need one more unique commenter on Rumble this month for the 20 that I need. So I went ahead and potted the 2, but the ones I potted last week didn't. I don't think they lived. I think they all died. I don't know what happened. I gave them water a couple times throughout the week. Maybe not enough water, maybe too much water. It's just maybe they weren't big enough. They weren't really started that well. These ones here don't look very, very big either, but we went ahead and ooh, look at that. I stuck my finger in there. I was like, should I get a glove or maybe a tool or something to do it? Nah. I washed them. I washed them since, I promise. So here we go. Let's hope these ones take. Obviously I need to use the heat mat that we talked about last week, and I have one, and I'm gonna try and set it up this week. I have like a little miniature greenhouse that's got like a plastic sort of cover that zips around it, and there's like these cage-like shelves inside of it, and that I'm thinking putting the heat mat inside there with some trays of seeds, kind of like microgreens, except for like a lot less, and just like spread out a little bit on a tray, and then I can pick the sproutlings or the seedlings up out of that as they germinate and put them in a cup like this. I really want them separated so that I can decide where I want to put them. I do not want to put them in the aquaponics system because I have to take that thing apart and build a new one. But here we go, getting some watering them in because the soil wasn't all that moist. Cinnamon is a pest and mold deterrent. Oh, I didn't know cinnamon deterred mold. Interesting. Peter says, I'd like to find out what CRISPR is doing to marijuana. 2-week coma, he died twice. Oh yeah, you were telling me a little bit about that. So the 2 new ones I put down, and then the other ones that just aren't doing anything. Like they had little sprouts, they had little tap roots, and there's various plants. I had some basil, some spinach, and miniature tomatoes. So the last 2 here are miniature tomatoes that actually have sprouts, but those are the ones I just put in. I really hope they take off. I don't normally do it this way, but to be fair, they were all sprouted before I put them in. I think that would be enough. They might still pop up there, but it doesn't look good. Like a week later, they should have been popped up above the soil. There's one with light. And there's some worms in some of these. Like there's maybe the worms that ate some of it. I don't know. Cheers, everybody. Time is almost 2. Make sure you go get a number on the number post over on Locals at theindoorfarmer.locals.com. If you haven't done so, I'll be doing a spin in a little bit. Appreciate all of you that do support. Cheers. It's because of you guys that I keep doing this and that I can do this. It's because of you guys that it motivates me on a weekly basis. That's what this is. That's what this show is for. It's not only here to help motivate you guys. It's not here just to show off. It's here to keep me accountable. Keep me held accountable so that I continue pushing. Because, there's a lot of craziness in the world, and all fit could hit the shan any minute, in an even worse degree. So these types of skills are not... Turn that down a little bit. It's a really exciting one. My point is, there is never a reason to stop learning these kind of things. Even if I had some other career, this would still be, important to learn, and not just for times of like craziness and stuff, but just to have the ability to take back a little bit more of your own responsibility, self I guess. Oh no, I guess I covered it, but yeah. I don't think it'll ever be not a good idea. So that's what we're doing here. We're trying to keep it pushing, keep learning more, and keep doing more. Because every time I try more things, even if all of these fail, all 6 of these cups, even if they all fail, that's me at least making the attempt, and then make another attempt, and make another attempt, and one of those times I'll get one to work, and then so on and so forth, and that's how you learn. So this is why I make the show. It's like, okay, here's the grind, here's that next failure. Let me go to that next failure. This was after I sprayed them, I think. Yeah. But not many of them are popping. Just I believe that was basil and the tomatoes. I believe that's spinach up there. Oh yeah, random video for you guys. Look at these two. Jackrabbit. He's smart. He's just like, I'll go the other way. Ah, got her. They're just hanging out in the blizzard, in the snow, just loving it. Look at that. He can't even fit. But he's not even, like, the snow's deeper than his legs are tall, so. There's a box out there that's just covered in snow. It's like a little doghouse. Anyway, I know that was random, but damn, that's what it looks like outside right now as I'm inside contemplating my next grow, the next thing I'm going to grow, or looking at the interesting ecosystem that these spiders have created on the lemon tree inside. It's like you have to, how do I put this? Like, I don't have flyers. I don't have gnats flying around. But if I look at the aquaponics system close enough, I might see some walking around. And that's okay, because it's like you have to have a small amount of those kinds of bugs in order to feed, or to keep the circle of life, the little ecosystem going. The spiders have to have something to eat, and so on and so forth. So it's like a cool little experiment of sorts. And I don't love that I live. I don't love that I have it in the house where I live, and that is a problem. I think long term would be difficult, at least with the design that I have with this house. I mean, I have seen some pretty cool designs that actually could be a really much better way to do it. Like there's this, I don't know if it's even real, but there's a picture of a house that has a greenhouse built around it. So there's a greenhouse built all the way around this house, and it uses the heat from the house, like the residual heat that comes out of the house, is what's keeping the greenhouse somewhat warm in the winter. And that's such a cool design. I mean, because like it's technically not inside your house, but it's built onto the house in a way that it's synergistically using the spare heat that just kind of goes off into the atmosphere. I think that's such a cool way to do it, and that's probably a better way to do it than my plan of having a separate building. But the issue is I need the separate building because I have other things I'm going to be putting into it, like a farmer's market, like a cafe, the gym, and all those things. So I don't think I could do it. Maybe I could build it onto the house and maybe still capture some of that heat that's coming from the house, or maybe vice versa. Maybe the house can be heated from the facility. I don't know. But yeah, you definitely want to use what you can from natural, like loss, different places. Okay, you're going to lose heat here. Okay, well, how can I use the heat that's being lost in some other way? That's what I love about that. Yeah, I love this. I love the little spiders chilling in the tree. Like, yeah, maybe I won't want them there forever, but for now, they're doing a good job. Never used a heating mat for sprouts in my whole life, man. Okay. I mean, I know that helps. It's probably kind of cold down here, Have you? It also could be what I'm trying to sprout as well. What's your method then, James? How do you sprout seeds? You stick them in grow cubes, or what is it? You're growing a lot more vegetables this year. Well, I wish you luck. Silly dogs, Diane. Yeah, they're definitely silly. It's crazy how they don't mind. Bio 365. Oh, the soil. I see. I don't think I've heard of that. Don't think I've heard of that soil. All right, here's the remaining plants in the aquaponics system. Not looking so good. The yellow pineapple. Yeah, that pineapple doesn't like it in there anymore. Something's going on. Maybe I need to get the water tested, which is probably the case anyway. But I don't know what else is maybe happening. I know there were spider mites in this and on the peppers, and I have nowhere else have I seen them. But that's why I spray the peppers, and I spray around a bunch of other plants that might be vulnerable. But they're still doing their thing. There's a pretty big pepper down here growing. And then there's this one over here is pretty good size. You can't really see it that well. That pineapple is just turning yellow and just looks like it's dying. And then here's this cocoon. I still don't know what's happening with that. I might have killed it. It might not be viable after I move it like I did, but interesting. Yeah, I don't really care about any of these plants, and I really just need to build the next system. I've got a few bins that I'm going to use. I have to decide what I'm going to do with the aquariums. Do I want to put the aquariums underneath again, because that's going to reduce my overhead, my headroom, the grow area, the place for the vegetation to grow. Like right here in this shot, there's only like 4 feet between the clay pebbles and the light. It's not a lot of room. I don't need it to be much lower though. Maybe a foot lower. maybe 2 feet lower at most. I don't want to have to bend down a whole lot, but I also don't have a lot of headroom. I think I'm at, was it like 6'10", 6'10" is the height of the ceiling in this room. So it's not very tall. But the other thing is, you can't, if I have the aquariums uncovered, I have to worry about moss and algae growing in the aquarium. So I kind of need them covered up. You can't set things right directly on aquariums because they are already pretty stressed out structures anyway, with all the water inside them and the glass all glued together. So you put anything on them, you're running the risk of breaking the aquarium. So got to be careful about that. I gotta decide though. What I'm thinking of doing is covering them somehow. Finding aquarium covers that I could then just run hoses in and out of the cover, and then I won't have to have that open space like I do on the bottom on the top of this one. When I say bottom, I mean underneath the grill area. This open aquarium, like the water splashing out. I mean, it's not visibly splashing to me, but it is splashing just enough that it's coming, little bits of it is going everywhere and coating things, and I would like to cut down on that. Anyway, here's a different picture. Like this open space, that's where I used to go in and get water out of. I don't want to have to do that, and I want to have it covered up. But there's a light that's over the top there. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I need to make sure the light is still visible to the fish. But look at that. The whole thing is being propped up on 2 metal chairs. 2 chairs, and then the weight of it is still too much to lean or to stand straight up, so it actually leans against the wall. It leans against this wall back here a little bit. I don't know how much, but the whole thing is not stable. This is not a very stable system. It's definitely needs to be replaced ASAP. ASAP. I have some ideas, like that wooden underneath of the grow troughs, those like grow beds there, that wooden frame, I built that, and that could sit on the ground with no aquariums underneath of it, and then I could put, it would be like a bench that I could put the black bins that I'm planning to use side by side, and I could probably fit like 5, it looks like 4, maybe 5 side by side, and that would probably give me more grow area by volume than what I'm looking at there. Definitely more than what I'm using there. So the only thing is I have to connect them all. I have to connect them all somehow in a way that the water can travel between them all freely. It's the only thing. And then there's filtration. Once the water comes from the fish into the grow area, that is supposed to be the filter to like the plants and the root systems and the clay pebbles and everything is supposed to be the filter to hold back all those solids and any fish waste and stuff like that, and not just hold it back, but then allow for microbial growth and colonization of little microbes. And that's what's going on here, but I have to make sure that if I'm pumping it different places, that I'm going to have to go from the grow area back to some kind of a reservoir that's just water, maybe a filter of some kind, then the pump. back to the aquarium where the fish are. So anyway, I'm slowly visualizing it. I think I can make it happen. I just have to do it quickly, like in a 1-day time period, so that I don't kill the fish. And I need 2 more pieces of wood to keep that secondary aquarium off the ground. So this aquarium on the bottom, you can see there's 2 pieces of treated lumber that I also painted. So and that keeps the aquarium off the ground so that it's not so cold. I need that for the other one as well. So that's the other one of the issues that I'm sort of waiting, because I don't want to fill this other one up with water until I've got them where I want them, which is another issue. I need to maybe move the bigger aquarium where I want it, then drain the water from this aquarium to that aquarium down to a manageable level, maybe take some of the fish out as well, and then I can move this one, because this is, that's 55 gallons of water. I couldn't move it until it's almost empty. The aquarium itself isn't light either. What's up, Ted? That would be awesome, Kyle said. Kyle, you're talking about like the new system I'm thinking of? Chris, what's up? So the filter, or the filler filters out all the corn from the fish shit? Yes. The corn and the peanuts, Chris. What's up over on the YouTube? We got Jungle Bowie. I'm Libya. Ghetto growing indoors. Okay. In the middle of the Sahara. Oh wow. My seedlings fail, bro. They get 3 inches long and they turn dark green and die. What's up with that, big bro? You may not have enough humidity. If they're growing that small and getting dark and dying, probably need some more need more cowbell, and you need more humidity, both. Make sure you have enough cowbell. All right. And that's my last picture. You have a heater in the tank too? Yes, the tank has a heater. That's why the fish are happy. I don't know how much they're breeding, just because of how much room is in there. They might have kind of filled their space. 2 aquariums, though, more than likely there's going to be fish in both, because I was finding little baby fish up in the grow table in the top. Not the grow table, but the bins that are in the top of the aquarium. I was finding little fish in there, and there's probably still some in there now, but I'm not going to go digging them out anymore. In that case, if I get 2 aquariums filled up with guppies, I'm probably going to get some freshwater crab and possibly some freshwater sharks, and have this secondary aquarium where it's just they just get to eat whatever comes through, whatever gets over there, And I think that'd be pretty awesome. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, because guppies are well known for overbreeding, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, they just, it's just too much. I had to throw them all away because they were just too much." Well, I the whole time I thought, well, okay, let me have an answer for that ahead of time, and that would be a secondary tank with some kind of carnivorous fish that would just go ham. Just love it. Love all the guppy meat. Give me that guppy meat. So that is the plan. Freshwater crab will eat anything it can get its claws onto. And then, of course, freshwater sharks would probably eat guppies, I'm sure, especially small, like baby ones. Maybe the dirt. Kyle says maybe the dirt he's using to start the seedlings could be the soil as well. Yep. You got to watch the soil that you're using, and it might be too hot, meaning not because you're in the Sahara, but the soil might have too much nutrients in it to start with. I don't know what you're using or how you're growing them, or how much light they're getting. Maybe too much light as well. Hey, Leslie. Yeah, guppies breed like crazy, Kyle, but I have yet to have them overbreed, and I think partly that's because a lot of the babies just get into the pump, they get into the system and then die, and I never even see them. Like there's worms in there and stuff. Like there's something taking care of them. There's quite a few guppies in the tank now, but it's plenty to like let them grow bigger in the new system. I haven't decided how I would do it though. Put one aquarium with the fish before the plant area, and then from the plant area to the second aquarium. But then you're still just aquarium to aquarium. Either way you go. I could maybe break it up somehow, but I don't see a reason to do that. I could use both aquariums separately, but I don't really have the room for multiple aquaponics systems, especially since this room that we're looking at right now is the only room with a drain on the floor that I can access. That makes sense to have an aquaponics system nearby. So what I'm thinking of is underneath the grow table, I could put the aquariums. The issue with that is obviously the amount of grow space above this table is not very high. Like, although granted these broccoli are probably bolted broccoli, because like I said last week with Cullen Smith, shouts out to Cullen again, he brought up that he found out you only need like 8 hours of light indoors, 8 hours of good light for indoor veggies. So I've been giving them 18 hours. They've been getting way more, and now they get about 10. So I kept it about 10, a little bit higher than they maybe need. But that's one reason the broccoli was bolting. It thought it was springtime. Thought it was turning to summer and it was time to make seed. Broccoli is more of a cold weather crop, so it wants it wants less light probably. Diane says the adult fish eat the babies. Yeah, they do that too. Yeah, for sure. But I've heard at least a half dozen times from different people that said they ended up flushing guppies down the drain because there were so many of them. They just kept growing, like breeding and breeding. So I haven't seen that yet. But at the same time, I think, like I said, I think mine are dying further into the system. Hey, Kayla, what's up? Peace out. Hey, have a good day, Peter. Do a piranha tank. Yeah, I could do piranha, but I don't know if they're freshwater piranha. I think piranha might be saltwater. Oh, no, I think there's freshwater piranha. All the jungle movies that you've seen, right? Those are freshwater piranha. I don't know if I would want piranha. I want to see little crabs running around. I wonder if piranha eat crab or vice versa. I think crab would definitely eat piranha if it could get a hold of it, depending on the size difference. Freshwater crabs are pretty small, but they're mighty. They pinch. Freshwater crabs pinch. I'm going to cheers to that. Hey, it's 420 somewhere. Cheers. And we're right at the hour mark, which means it's time to do a little number spin. For those of you who are supporters of mine, I thank you, and this is for you. Okay, who gets 2 numbers this week? Margaret Jett gets 2 numbers because she's the first commenter. Number 1, Margaret. Congrats. Kat Reed, thanks again for playing, Kat. Number 2, Kat also put in a picture for the competition. Miss Rose, you're number 3. Froghopper, number 4. Jess, number 5. Alice, number 6. if you guys could tag and share a couple, tag a couple friends in here. Although tagging doesn't help anymore because the tagging is sending people to the wrong live stream. So if you could share it directly to people's inboxes, you can hit share and go directly to Facebook Messenger and share it right to their inboxes. Kayla, you number 7. You number 7. Brenda, number 8. Diane, number 9. Boom. And Chris P, number 10. Very good. Let me check to make sure it's everybody. Looks like everybody. Make sure, don't forget, you can still get in on this. You just have to go over to locals. You have to be a subscriber, and you comment and like the post. Two number 1s. And here we go. Of course, you can win Indoor Farmer coupons, which is like store credit, which you can use for not only any sponsor who sponsors game night, but also any affiliate companies that I work with. So if you want to, I have to go and check. Let me preface that. I have to go and check to make sure my affiliates are still active. Some places, if I haven't used it or whatever, it might not be active. But I'd like to include 2 things. I'd like to include Luca.com, which I was an affiliate for and should still be. Gives you a little bit of a discount. And but anyway, you can use Indoor Farmer coupons for, say, anything on the Luca website or the Garden Savvy website. So what I'm thinking is, if anybody wants a membership to Garden Savvy, you could use Indoor Farmer coupons to buy one. So with my discount, it becomes $30 for a full year. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's more ways to use those coupons. And also, I want to make sure you guys know that I'm going to be changing the rules up this coming year. We're going to do something a little bit different on game night. I'm going to have every sponsor, aside from myself, all sponsors are going to be on the Pro wheel, Pro members wheel, and the introduction wheel. The $2 members get a wheel full of Indoor Farmer coupons. So I don't know how many, but we'll figure that out. And what you can do is you'll be able to use Indoor Farmer coupons to move to the Pro wheel on a weekly basis if you want to. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody. That's just more ways to use up the Indoor Farmer coupons. And also, I believe I'm going to be going to a shipping thing where you can use the coupons for shipping or pay for shipping. And I have to decide whether I'm going to let Pro members still get free shipping. I don't know, though, because I'm usually shipping like once or twice a month to Pro members, and that doesn't even cover shipping. So I'm trying to decide. I'd like to continue giving a free shipping perk to Pro members. Just don't know if, it's going to be rare that you don't have an Indoor Farmer coupon to use, because most people have some extra coupons. So I think that's going to work out just fine. Plus, I'm going to be giving more out. Anyway, I'm just talking about it because I want to make sure some people hear about it before at the end of the month. So there's going to be someone confused and surprised. Okay, number 1, I remember who that was Margaret Jett. She had 2 chances on here to win. Okay. So 2/14. The 15th. 2025. Okay, it was number 1 today. And that's MJ. Cool. Congratulations. Margaret has tons of coupons. You guys can trade coupons within the community. So if you ever run into a point where you need shipping help, someone can throw you a coupon. Why not? Those coupons matter to me. They mean something. They stand for your participation and your loyalty, your support. I mean, they mean something, and they do count. They do more or less stand for money. Okay. This will be the door prize for today. I got a couple more things we're going to do first. Need to go over here to the Garden Savvy site, and I'm gonna try something this week. I'm gonna challenge our friend John here to come on the show and talk to us sometime. Just say, hey, Garden Savviers, happy Monday once again. It's freezing outside, but we are still growing and working inside. So join us every Monday. Let's see. Ask for details. I would, how about this? Also like to invite John. Can I tag somebody in here, I wonder? EHRLING. Talk to my audience about, or how about just to chat about various things, including future plans for Garden Savvy. Let me know, John. Okay. Thinking about giving away a year membership to I don't know how many of you would be interested. Not everybody is a gardener who watches my shows, but everybody does have to eat who watches the show. Okay, here we go. Post. Not a lot of people posting right now because it's winter time. But Kayla and John both like my stuff when I post it, so thanks to you both. And so this is just the fun. I think this is just kind of the fun part, or the kind of a side thing that Garden Savvy does. And of course, if you've been watching the show at all, you see that I do this every week where I make a post and then I talk to you at least about a couple of the major things that they offer on Garden Savvy. You got this Garden AI that is specifically geared towards gardening and growing of all sorts of types and different things. They do incorporate cannabis into this website, per my request. So if you're wondering, it's not cannabis specific, but it is incorporated. And then of course you have access to the Garden Hortisketch, which I did say, and you can order seeds through here too, which is cool. But I did say I was going to start a segment sometime soon. I don't know about today since we're behind, but I would like to just work on this for a few minutes each week to try and learn. Because, for instance, I do not know how to pick this artichoke up now that I placed it. Like, I have no idea. Like, is there maybe undo? No. Create? No. About this? Move? No. No. Undo? No. Doesn't work. This? Okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And move down. Oh, see, there's that artichoke again. Delete. Oh, rats. Can I? No. Settings? No. Is there really no way to delete this image? Maybe I go closer? No. That boggles my mind every time I do this. There's no way to delete it. Planning mode or live mode? If I go to live mode, I believe that means like the clock starts and it starts to keep track of how much time? I don't know. Okay, there's a carrot. I placed a carrot. But what if I don't like that carrot? I can hit undo. Nope. Undo doesn't work. Interesting. I feel like maybe this is not working the way it should be working. Interesting. Need help. How about this?
Welcome to HortiSketch, the ultimate garden planner. In this video, we will cover all the major features of HortiSketch, so by the end, you will feel like a pro garden designer. Before we begin, we recommend utilizing Chrome, Edge, or Safari when using HortiSketch. Here is a list of what we will cover in this video. New features.
Well, if you wouldn't play the music,
can be found in Section 7. Navigation.
Section 7.
Starting from the top, you can create a new plan.
Okay.
View a list of all your plans.
Yeah.
Print, undo, and redo.
Well,
access
maybe.
settings. Utilize the create tool. Access planning in live mode. Your growing calendar. Notes. Share your designs directly into the community. And access the icon selection.
Oh, that must be John talking. Okay.
To navigate the canvas, simply left-click and hold.
I got that part. I can do that.
Or utilize your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Or use the plus and minus buttons on the bottom right-hand corner.
What else?
The hamburger menu in the top left can be utilized to quickly access your garden manager, the community, or other features of the main website.
Right.
If you wish to share your garden designs or discuss gardening with people around the globe, join the community or download the Garden Savvy app to easily access the community and garden AI.
Nice.
Creating a plan and settings. To create a new plan, select New.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
Enter your zip code so the growing calendar are great for fast adjustments. In settings, you can enable or disable the rulers, grid overlay, plants, objects, and features. Planting and placing objects in HortiSketch is simple. Navigate the drop-down menu to find the icon you wish to utilize.
Okay, put a plant
Simply
out.
Drag and drop the icon onto the canvas.
Okay.
All objects in HortiSketch objects. You can also click the satellite handle to rotate the object.
That's an object, not a
Dragging the
plant.
handle will start
Okay.
planting additional plants.
See, I don't have that
When
option
planting
for.
this way, you can see a yellow bar that updates the number, and reels about it are with the number of plants. Use information.
John, I'm gonna need some help, my guy.
Blocking an object is the best way to prevent yourself from misclicking and sliding the wrong object.
All right. Yeah, we need John on here to talk about it. Is this object locked? No. Wow. Well, once again, gonna have to figure it out sometime later. I have to watch that video again a couple times because nothing that he's doing was working for me. I'm not even seeing that menu anymore, which I used to see. Strange. Well, all right. Back to the show. Yes, that's right, Chris. That's exactly how you say it. Have a good day, Rose. I would love to hang out, but must call my daughter. Yes, Leslie, definitely keep us posted on that. Everyone be safe and have a blessed day. I'll be true. Be the true win. You know, I just want to put it out. I know, obviously, it's like the most obvious statement, but be safe out there. I had to drive yesterday, and it was pretty freaky. This one car just gets over a lane, then goes right in front of a truck, and just speeds on. And I'm like, when you change lanes in the wintertime, that is the much higher likelihood of an area for you to slip and for you to have an accident. I'm not saying that's where all accidents happen, but between the lanes there can be a little bit of snow or ice, and when you go to change lanes, and so when changing lanes right in front of somebody like I saw yesterday, I'm just like, whoa! Like I was watching, expecting something to happen. Ouch! Some sleep poking me in the eye somewhere. Anyway, what I was? Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about the fruit trees here that are in the water. Are still not doing anything. Still nothing. I guess that's not a good way to start fruit trees. Although this one may be. Anyway, what did you guys think of the first-person view of this this cool strap-on? You just strap it on, which I can't really do with the hat on, but I guess we're gonna do it. And then you put your phone in there, and you can turn it either direction, so the phone can go up and down or this way. And yeah, it's a pretty cool view, although it looks kind of weird with the headphones on. But yeah, it's like $10. It's like, cool. I need me this strap on. You put, I think you put your legs in here. It's like this. You just okay. Well, guys, I think that might be. Oh well, I guess I could do some of the game night winners, but let's do a door prize, or at least get it started. Put it up on the screen. And check out some game night winners. What's going on with Facebook? What's up, Ty? Pretty much done with the main portion of the show, checking out my plants and all that good stuff. We just did our number spin. Now I'm going to I think we're going to get some of those winners taken care of for game night real quick. Sorry you were late. I have the flu. Oh, no. I have it bad. Kayla, I hope you feel better. Do something. Eat some vitamin C. Get some chicken soup. Doc called your mom. Oh, no. Everything okay, Chris? Let's see. Miss anything else? No? I think we're good. Yeah. Oh, the camera, you think? Okay, I thought I strapped something else onto this. I step through it, each leg, and then try to have fun, because you know what? Yes, everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to do some work in life. But doesn't mean we can't have some fun while we're doing it. If anybody wants to come up, you guys, I guess I'll throw the link out while I'm just getting some prizes taken care of here. I don't know why, but it's fuzzy again. Is there some way that I can fix that? I don't know. Settings. How about this? Stream. Multi-track video automatically optimizes your settings to encode and send multiple video qualities. Selecting this option will send custom information about your computer. And okay, well, I can't select that option. Video quality, no. 1080p, like output maybe. Let's see, video bitrate. Maybe that's the problem. Audio bitrate, video encoder. It's probably something in here. Replay buffer, maximum replay time, estimated memory usage. Okay. I'm not really sure what the bit rate should be at. Slower, better quality. Well, low quality, best quality. What is this? Encoder preset? Best quality. Shoot, I don't know if that's going to help it or not. My trouser gimbal, yeah, I like it. Man, I don't know. I got this weird phone holder, but I thought it was like around the waist, but it's a crotch holder for the phone. All right, let me get a few of these done real fast. If you guys could hit the like button, share it out if you want to get on the door prize wheel. Let's go. Where are all those giveaway people at? This is the one. This is the one time every episode that I have a giveaway available to anybody. Any schmo that doesn't even know who I am, that just comes in and wants to get in on it. Okay. Let's go to Cat. Congrats, Cat, on winning the Master Rochi's Garden.com prize on game night. Use code. Okay, one down. Nobody gets a leafcycle.net. Oh no, well, they don't actually. Never mind. Perry Wood gets the Soil Foods prize. Soil Foods. Congrats on winning soilfoods.com. Okay, Perry, congrats. Brenda winning the Twisted Cannabis prize. Congrats on winning the Okay. You know what? I didn't take away some of these game night tickets that people were using. Gotta make sure I do that. By the way, guys, I still have hats, shirts, and magnets, and also banners left. Okay, so Brenda gets one taken away. So Brenda now has 28. Chris now has 28 also. And that's it, okay. And then Chris gets the 34 Mongrels prize. Let me know when you send Leaf Cycle or anything, because we have a lot of snow. I might have to pick it up from the post office. Well, I paid him. I paid for that. I don't know if he has your address, though, so I might have to send him that. And you're also going to be getting 34 Mongrels here, and then the Drizzle Dab I guess you can use a little later. Let's see, congrats, Chris, on winning the 34 Mongrels Genetics prize on game night. Famine night? Game night. Oops, that's stupid. I put that in the spot where you search for people's names. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Alright, Chris. And then Chris is also the last one for Drizzle Dab prize. Let's see. Congrats, Chris, on winning Drizzle Dab prize on game night. Boom. I think that's it. Make sure I got everybody's tickets last week. I didn't. Chris and Diane still both need one. Oh, and Margaret and Kat. Chris, Diane, Margaret, and Kat. Kat has 6 now. Margaret has 65. Actually, more than that because she just won, so 66. And then Chris and Diane. Chris, you're back up to 29. I should have left it alone. 29. And Diane has 33. Yeah, that's why we're going to be finding ways to use those more now. No offense to those of you that have been saving them up, but I can't give you hundreds of dollars all at once, so we're finding ways to use them. If I use them for shipping, at least I'll feel like I'm getting... It'll feel a little bit more balanced, even though no one's actually paying me for shipping. You know what I mean? And then what's today? Margaret, and then whoever else gets the door prize. Cool. Cool. All right, let's get back to the Facebook. Oh, damn. Daniel Wright said he's on a fuck everybody kind of day. Not me. I'm feeling pretty good. I typically don't get a big turnout on my Monday show, even though it's kind of the most important show that I think I'm doing. But I do need to maybe work on getting some guests coming in and possibly a co-host. I don't know. Back to the way I used to do the show, but for now, I mean, it's cold out. It's just getting through the winter, the hibernation season. Trying to do what I can to keep in shape and, without being able to go to the gym every day. So I'm not so worried about, trying to add things or getting people on. But I do think I do think it's good to have multiple perspectives when it comes to the fact that we all have to eat. We all have to pay a little more attention to it. It doesn't have to be a farmer. It doesn't have to be someone who's another grower. Maybe someone who just likes to cook, or maybe someone who's good at processing food. Because we all have things we can bring to the table when it comes to that, and we have to have each other. Like the human organism is a hive mind that just kind of doesn't know it. We have to have community. Like you just have to, in order to grow, and in order to prosper, and in order to have all the extra stuff, in order to have strap-ons and whatever else all these things, in order to have these phones and everything else, we need each other to do all this. So anyway, let's get to the door prize. If you guys want to get on here, let's do it. If anybody hasn't shared it out, tag some friends, do that while I'm adding some names on here. Let's see who we got. Are playing a game. All right, let's see. Kayla, I have to skip you, John. You're always just trying to start shit. The control. That's right. Ty. Let's see if Ty's here. Joe. Joe, I'll put you on here anyway. Chris on the Rumble. Post office is shady as hell. Do you know that they don't have to pick up your mail if they aren't delivering? It's considered a courtesy. Oh yeah, I knew that. Diane. Kayla on the Rumble. Just John Doe on the Facebook out of 8 people. There were 9. Anybody else on the Facebook besides John Doe? Who clearly knows I'm not playing a game but wants to try starting shit anyway. Anybody else? Leslie. Saw you comment not too long ago. Rose was here. Gotta start dinner. Starting dinner? It's only 3 o'clock here. Guess you can start if it's gonna take a while. Yeah. I'd love to have me a nice woman in the kitchen working on stuff while I'm doing something else, and then I come in and it's just like, oh, what are you working on in here? Like one day. All right, I'm not seeing Diane. Said you on the... Okay, Chris. I got you on both sides already, Chris. Kyle. Okay. You can hit the YouTube as well if you guys haven't followed me on YouTube. I appreciate that. And if you haven't commented on Rumble this month, I appreciate doing that because I need one more. I might have to start doing more Rumble premium content. So if you are considering signing up to get the Rumble Premium badge with the little check mark and everything, thinking about doing more hanging out over there in the premium, because the people that you find, people that would find me that maybe don't know me already, would have to have premium to see that, or to find me there. So that means there are already people that, you know, can spend a couple bucks on there on the check mark. So might be a good idea to meet more of those kinds of folks. You know what I mean? Hey, Betty, Diane. There's Diane on the Facebook, and Betty. All right. Anybody else? I got Kayla on both sides. Here, we're gonna put John on here, because that way, if John wins, then, you know, it doesn't cost me anything, because he won't ever show up to get his prize. There you go. You'll be saving me money, John. I love it. That time of year, you're doing me a favor. Let's go. And let's have another little afternoon delight, if you will. Smoking on a little bit of GMO. Cheers. If I started doing a waffle, would you guys be interested? It would be through Locals. It would be anybody who's a member of Locals would have to pay for more additional spots, but you pro members would get a spot. I tried to do that before, I think, but I'm just gonna do like a long term. Maybe set a specific number of spots that my goal number of spots to sell, and then leave it up and allow people to go above that if it happens. Betty, oh hey Mess, thanks for stopping by for a change. I didn't know you followed this page. I know, John. You're always. It's like a love-hate kind of obsession. You kind of remind me of that movie with I think Robert De Niro, where he like kidnaps a baseball player. Was it Wesley Snipes? He's like so obsessed with him that he kidnaps him. You know, kind of like a Kathy Bates kind of feel to it. Betty, are you still here? Hey guys, welcome Mess in. He's a new face to this show. Tell him welcome him in. Mess. I'm gonna put the link out in case you wanna come up and talk some shit. Hey, there you are, Betty. All right, let me write it down. Betty, congratulations, Betty. That gets you into the game this coming Sunday. I think it's 1:32, and I don't know what the date's going to be, but we're going to put Betty down with a game night ticket that has to be there for it. Cool. Sprout, there's not a whole lot of room right here for you, bud. Can you go that way? You want me to get you down? Hey, you're welcome. Mess, you didn't get on the wheel. I'm sorry. Mess, Betty Mess. More blue check mark people. Well, it'd be green check mark people. Are you going to start smoking joints with your pinky up? Oh, I already do, Chris. That's why I don't have any joints right now. Went straight through them with the pinky up the whole time. Right, Diane? Throw his government name at him. Mess doesn't have a middle name. Actually, it might be Michael Wayland Thompson. That's actually what I think it is. No, that's okay. I appreciate you commenting. You already comment more than Bean does. I'm gonna let you down, dude. I need my hands free. My lungs. I need my lungs back. Ready? Okay. See you later, co-host. All right, everybody. That's pretty much it for today. But we have another bowl here. Anybody that's still chilling? If we could pump up the Rumble real quick, if we get to 10 people on the Rumble, I could do a quick ad read. What do they got for us today? My Gold Guy, Augusta Gold, GK Publishing, Blue Chew. I like that one. That's fun. Blackout Coffee. Never seen that one. The Fall of Minneapolis by Alpha News. Interesting. What else? Techni Sport Gaming Chair. AIM Controllers. Okay, got a few different ones. Yeah, it's my challenge to you guys in the next 20 minutes. If you could pump it up, just blow up the comments, throw some hashtags, some dancing emojis, and we're gonna listen to a song that I made. It's gonna be at full volume. It's only 2 minutes long, but it's a funky song I made recently. I'll leave the wheel up just in case anybody comes through and is like, "What's going on here? What's going on?" Check this out.
Stepping on the beat like a cat on the prowl. Like a cat on the prowl. Shoes so shiny they could light up. Shoes so shiny they could light up. The baseline slapping like a hot summer night. Like a hot summer night. I see the groove in your eyes. Oh, it's feeling so right. Shake it up, feel the rhythm, shake it down. Feel the rhythm all around. Groovy moves, take the floor, don't stop till the floor breaks. Shake it down, shake it up, shake it down. Feel the rhythm all around. Groovy moves, take the cracks down. Don't stop till the floor breaks down. Neon lights flashing like a cosmic dream. Spilling your drink, but you still got the steam. Your hips don't lie. They've got their own plan. You're the king of the night. The groove's biggest fan. Oh, the floor's alive. Can you feel it quake? Every step you take, no one's away. Shake it down, feel the rhythm all around. Can I love the groovy moves? Take the crown. Don't stop till the floor breaks down. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down, shake it down, shake it down. Feel the rhythm all around. Can I love the groovy moves? Take the crown, take a crown. Don't stop till the floor breaks down. Shake it down, shake it down, shake it down, shake it down. Feel the rhythm all around. Groovy moves, take the crown, take a crown. Don't stop till the floor breaks down. Clap your hands like a funky parade. Feel like a top, let the world respect. The groove is a fever, it's here to stay. Keep it grooving till the break of day.
All right. What did you guys think of that, huh? It's pretty good, huh? We got a couple others too. Of course, a bunch of these instrumental songs. I made all of these songs, but a bunch of them are new. Let's see if I can find. Oh, these are pretty good ones. Let me play a little louder. I like this one. 8. We're up to 8 on the Rumble. Let's go. Who else has the Rumble? Come on over. We need to get to 10 before we go, so we can check out something, find something interesting to read. Why do you have more icons than me? You got to go through the list, Chris. There's a whole list of them. And also, I'm on the computer. Are you on the computer? Elisa, what's up? Elisa, come on over to Rumble if you would. You made your foot dance? That's what's up, John. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's a compliment. Appreciate it. The first one did, Diane? This one's supposed to be like nice holiday music. Got a little pina colada mixed in with some GMO. A little bit of a salad bar, if you will. Get my pocket full of wind. Check this one out. I thought it was funny. I laughed my ass off when I read the title they created. Pocket full of wind. Here we go. Check it out. Does it look like I'm... Okay. It was me. I made it. I recorded this song. From that harmonica. Red Diamond. Okay, one more. We need one more on the Rumble, you guys. One more. Let's go. Let's see if I can get it to go back. Go back. Nice little beat, Kyle. Thanks, Kyle. Kyle, I need to get you over on the Rumble, my guy. Cheers. We need one more on the Rumble. Tomorrow's review is going to be the East Peoria Shop and Stroll that I went to last week. It's going to be a pretty big one. Of course, we met Santa again. The Grinch was there. There's a bunch of cool shops involved, a bunch of shops that I've already done reviews for, and a shop that I haven't. And so, which actually going to be extending into another review into the near future. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I had to buy $25 worth of products at these shops in order to get a free ticket to the Winter Wonderland, which is another thing that we do locally, which I'll probably do a little review for. But so I bought $25 in gift certificate to a small gift shop / little restaurant. It's like they're only open till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I think maybe 4. But it's called the Green Tea Room, and I'm going to be probably doing a little review on that when I go and try their food. So that's like, boom, it just extended into several different things, and so that's going to be good tomorrow. And then I do have another review already lined up for next week, which is I already have the footage for, which is the oldest house in the area. I don't know how far it reaches, but I believe it's in my town, my city at least, if not the surrounding cities. But the oldest house, it's actually part of the Historical Society, and they had a Christmas open house. So not only did I get to go and tour it, but it was like set up kind of like a Christmas would be set up back in the day, in the 1800s. So that was pretty cool. And I also, while there, won tickets to a, what did we call it? A choral? Not a chorale, but a choral. But it's like, it's basically a chorus of people, a big show they're putting on for Christmas that I'll be going to see at the end of the month. I think it's at the end of the month. I have to look at that again. Anyway, so like so many things happened the last week that just connect and are reaching into the future for me. Anyway. Alright. Let's take this off the screen because we got about 5 minutes. Say we do a little dab. If we can see, let me see some hashtag WTIFs in the chat, and we'll do a little dab. I don't think we're going to get to 10 people. We're at 8 people on the Rumble. If we could get to 10, if you guys could do the reshare, or it's a repost or whatever it's called inside of Rumble, or you just share it inside Rumble, and maybe make sure you hit that like button on Rumble if you haven't yet. And of course, keeping the chat rocking helps as well. 10 on Facebook. Yeah, I can't. I don't get any ads to read on Facebook with 10 people, but on Rumble, if I get to 10 people, that's the minimum where they'll offer me different ads to read. And sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're interesting. I think it's fun. You get to read the Blue Chew ad. I've read this My Chicago Steak Company ad a few times because they give me the most money. They give me like over $1. Over $1 for that read. Now, if I had, if we had pumped up the chat was pumped up. If we had hundreds of people in the chat, it'd probably be, $20 or more. I think that would be cool to one day, like, share it with you guys and just be like, okay, whatever we can get up to, maybe have just a random live stream one day where we're literally just trying to get up to a certain number of people. And if we do, like half of the money goes to the chat or something like that. Like say if we get up to, I don't know, geez, let me be crazy about it. Let's think ungodly number, like 100 people in the Rumble chat. At 100 people in the Rumble chat, and then I tell you guys what they're offering, like give you the number they're offering me. You're like, okay, it's at $20. Do we do it now? Do we do it now? I'm like, no, wait. And they try to get the numbers up there even higher. And then I'll do a giveaway for half. Could be fun, huh? Way to get everybody involved. Get everybody involved. Drops as soon as I say, yeah, right? As soon as you talk about it, it goes down. See, like right now we're at 7. We were at 9. Almost had it on the Rumble. That's okay. If I just start talking about some random shit, nothing to do with the show, which really kind of where we're at now anyway, for some reason, people pop in at the end like that. James in the back. Or James back, see only 6. But yeah, that's just that's the fluctuation up and down. People are finding out, going looking around, seeing what else is happening out there. on the Foos book. Planet set a date. Set a date. What was I talking about, Chris? Oh, the thing where we try to pump up the chat? Yeah. And we just like literally try to get as many people as we can on the Rumble. And which I'm always telling you guys about, so if you haven't joined it already, then you probably aren't going to, I guess. But the more people that are in the chat when I read an ad, the more they offer you. And the different ads will be different amounts. It might be like 10 cents on one ad. Another ad might be 50 cents. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I'll take the big one, right? And I just tell you guys about it. I'll just be honest about it. Like, yeah, there's an ad they're giving me. It's not like it's a product that I love. It's not some kind of a personal endorsement. And most of you know that as, small creator trying to start out, we can use a few extra bucks. It's not like I'm necessarily pushing the product unless it's something I think is actually worth it. Cheers, everybody. See if we can find another one of the new ones. I think I heated that one up a little bit too hot. Oh no. Yeah, I messed that one up. That's why I didn't really get anything out of it. That's sad too, because I'm almost out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. How many people you can get on Rumble? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically a goal every episode, But if I don't know, structure it differently. That could be the door prize on game nights. On game night episodes. It's like the door prize is directly connected to how much we make on the ads. I mean, think about it on Facebook. Like sometimes people get, over 100 people just from for some giveaway. We should try to get to that point on Rumble. Anyway, it's a thought as I build the Rumble audience. Today's a slow day. Sometimes we have more than 20 to 30 people in there. But yeah, join me tomorrow for the review. It's going to be a good one. There was free food. There was cookies at almost every shop. They were trying to offer you something. All right. I probably shouldn't do an after show. I gotta go check on the son. Check on the boy. So we'll probably get going, guys. Thanks again, everybody, for chilling. If you could smash the old like button one more time. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time for the Indoor Farmer reviews. Remember, the reason I'm up here, the reason I'm doing this is because everybody's got to eat. And we need to talk about that more. So we'll see you all later. Peace.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Waylon the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's